The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a jackalope folk warlock.
I'm Kim Cross, and I play Beatrix, a Tabaxi rogue.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch, a rat folk necromancer.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Zianci, a spiderkin cleric.
I'm Gary Hester, and I play Billy, a Folsom fighter.
And I'm Connor Shenold, your DM. Join us now for Tales from the Wilds. Diving deeper into Rondura's memories, you finally make it to an alleyway in the city of Bleakburn. The moon shines brightly above you, and you follow a figure until you reach the tavern called the Strike of Lightning, in which the figure heads inside.
Oh, who wants a drink?
I think we should try to go in stealthily.
Who's carrying me?
Well, Billy, hold on a minute. I look up. Are there any windows way up high?
No, it is a one-floor building.
Okay, Billy, get on my shoulder.
Okay.
And I try to sneak in. I mean, not sneak in because you're going in the front door, but...
Be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Don't blackjack your way in.
Right.
Roll me some stealth.
25.
30.
Spiderkin rolled a 12.
So, I will say Blackjack and Billy, you enter in first. Entering in, you see several patrons seated amongst the various tables set out across the floor. While you are trying to be inconspicuous, people do still look up from their drinks to eye you as you enter, especially because you have Billy on your shoulders. But after a bit of suspicious glances thrown your way, they go back to resuming their activities. You see drinks, gambling seems to be happening here. However, unlike a Great Night Inn, it is a very mellow atmosphere. Not a lot of people are being very loud or very boisterous. It just seems like they're trying to have a very quiet night.
Do I see the figure that...
You do not. However, you do lock eyes with the barkeep, and you watch as he reaches down underneath him and very pointedly sets down something on the counter before him.
Can I see what that is?
Blackjack, we should go pick it up.
Not from where you're at.
Yes, so I head straight over there.
Entering in, Twitch.
I'm going to walk in and do the thing where I walk in and I kind of get on my tiptoes and I'm looking around through the crowd like, oh, the people I'm meeting here aren't here yet, and go get a table that has a couple of extra seats at it. Also, while I'm looking for my friends, I'm looking around.
People eye you kind of suspiciously, not as suspiciously as Billy and Blackjack, but again, no one seems to really be paying that close of attention to you. Beatrix?
Beatrix just goes in and is just kind of paying attention to who's where at the different tables and just nods and gives a small smile and walks on up to the bar.
Zianci
rolled a modified 12, so he walks in and then just shuffles to the left, like the opposite direction that everybody else is going.
So, Zianci, you enter in and you get almost a stink eye from everybody in the room.
It's the 4 eyes. It's really off-putting.
Yeah, much more so than anybody else. They seem to be very highly suspicious of you in particular. But again, nobody seems to really be trying to put up much fuss about you guys being in here. Blackjack, you make it to the counter. The barkeep has gone back to cleaning some of the tankards in front of him, and on the counter you see there is a key, and engraved on the key is the number 5.
I look around, and does it seem like this key is for someone else besides me?
He made direct eye contact with you.
I take the key and I hand it to Billy, and I look over at Beatrix and I give a wink.
And Beatrix nods and then shakes her head.
And then make a circuitous route around the bar, also making eye contact with Ziansi and with Twitch, and then head toward the room.
Billy put the key in his possum pouch.
So the rest of you see as Blackjack makes some very pointed eye contact with the rest of you before he begins to head towards the back of the tavern, where it seems as if there are potentially either some business rooms or some guest rooms.
When Blackjack was making eye contact with everybody, Billy, standing on his shoulder, just very subtly put up a hand with 5 fingers.
So, Beatrix, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess we're going up to room number 5.
Twitch?
Subtly wait and go.
Sionzi?
Ziansi sees Billy hold up 5 fingers and he rolls a 4 and then like waves back. And then sees the code from Blackjack and starts to move that way as well.
You all head down to where it seems the rooms are. You take a turn before you see a room with the number 5 on it.
Billy pulls the key out of his pouch. Beatrix, would you like to look at this key?
I would love to look at that
I
key.
feel like it's just a normal key, but I know that you are the key connoisseur.
Every key is different, just like snowflakes.
Remember the arrow incident. I'll be sure and check the door.
Oh, yes.
And as you walk there, I give you guidance for you. Investigate the door.
Yeah, everybody just be ready. I rolled a 20 again. I'm liking this one. So 29.
No traps.
So Beatrix admires the key again and then puts it in the little lock and carefully turns it and opens the door.
Inside, you see a small room, not nearly as lavish in decoration as the Duke's Manor. And you see a small couch with a few armchairs around it. And on the couch, with a long, skinny pipe, sits Rondura, and she is smoking from it. About time you showed up. Now get in here and lock the door behind you.
All right, and we kind of hurry on in. Yes. Sorry we're late.
We were trying to be inconspicuous.
I suppose that's okay. I haven't been waiting too long. But I took your advice.
Good.
And
Right on.
I sent my letter to the Duke.
Have you heard anything back from him yet?
I expect, the coward that he is, that he will be more than happy to pay.
Oh, how much did you ask him for?
For now, 5,000. But this information can't be kept secret forever. So, I'll give it maybe a month or two before I increase the demands.
I was about to say, he looks like he's worth more than just 5,000 gold pieces.
And of course, I completely remember what this secret is, but my friend here doesn't always remember.
It's hard to keep. I have a little dumb possum brain.
Well, there are so many, so which one do you have in mind for this first letter? Which secret? Like, if he doesn't pay, which one are you gonna tell?
If he happens to not pay, I'm sure the city would be delighted to know the fact that he is not a true Bleakburn.
Because he was adopted?
Yes. Everybody roll me insight.
10.
18.
15.
I got a nat 20. A 21!
Nice.
I'm so insightful.
Only 7.
Everybody except for Blackjack and Beatrix, what'd you get again?
8.
Yeah.
No,
Everybody
10.
Except
10.
the two of you. You notice as she's talking and as you're talking to her, it seems as if she's talking as if there's only one person in the room.
I was
Yeah.
wondering that because this memory, only one person was in here.
Okay, so the Duke is adopted.
The Duke is adopted.
Yes, I feel the city would be more than up in arms, as they say, about hearing that information.
The Duke would just deny. What kind of evidence do you have?
So what will be the final step?
Well, if my demands aren't met, I will reveal his other secrets.
Like what?
The simple fact that Ulysses' death was not quite the accident he plays it off as.
What if someone tries to get in our way?
I doubt they'll trace it back to me. Let's just say my act is too good.
Yeah, but what about me?
Well, you're the showrunner. Shouldn't you figure that out? Don't you have a way into the manor yourself?
Well, of course, several ways, but which one do you think would be best for the least chance of getting detected?
Well, seeing as there's already someone coming to the party who matches your description, it's probably the best.
I agree.
Try to look at ourselves.
No reflective surfaces in here, and as you kind of subtly try to glance down at yourself, you're wearing your regular average traveling gear.
But how will we get by, even though we look like this person? Is there some kind of secret so you will know that we are who we are rather than who we look like?
And won't I need an invitation that has my name on it? Do you have one of those prepared to hand to me so I can read it right now and see what my name is?
You getting into the manor is your own business.
So the reason we're going to be able to go is because there's somebody there who already looks like us. So what's going to happen when we get there and there's two of me?
So there's two people that look like this person who was invited. So why would we be able to get in if the person who was invited was already there?
Right.
Right.
So that means we're going to have to take out that other person.
What if it's like Mallory was only going to the party because Rook wasn't going to the party, but what if Mallory was at the party?
It could be any of them. General Colleen, it could be any person.
Do we know the timeline right now? Where in time are we?
We did know when he got this letter, wasn't it?
It was
A few days ago?
basically right when he got back to the manor.
When he returned with Lady J 7 days ago.
Oh my god, we're Jaska.
That's exactly who
Yeah.
it is.
We're
That's
Jaska.
exactly who it is.
Uh-huh.
We're Lady J, who is supposed to be Jaska, but it's not, and that's why she doesn't smell like who she smells like.
You lost me, Brooke. You had me for a second.
What?
No,
It's so obvious.
So the Duke, for whatever reason, has taken Jaska, but then this person, the showrunner,
Is Lady J.
Is Lady J, who is supposed to be Jaska, but is not.
And Beatrix is wishing that we'd gone and checked out the wine cellar.
So
that
the
has a
showrunner
connection
wants
to the
us-
That's where she's at.
The showrunner wants us to think that Lady J is Jaska.
No. Okay, so this is it.
Draw it.
Yes. So the Duke
Okay.
was going to bring Jaska.
The Duke
the
is
ball.
bringing Lady J.
No.
Was bringing our Jaska to the ball.
Why?
We don't know yet.
We don't know the full answer, but then the showrunner, who looks like Jaska, has taken Jaska's place
And put her in the wine cellar.
and put her in the wine cellar. So that's why she didn't smell like Jaska. That's why you smelled the fire instead of...
So the Duke believes that Lady J is Jaska.
Correct.
Yes.
That's why she has to sound like Jaska.
Right.
But that still doesn't answer my question
So she looks
of how Duke Oribas supposedly fell in love with Jaska 9 months ago.
Oh, that we don't know.
That's where I'm
For the same reason the general thinks it's 200 years ago, someone's controlling him.
Yep.
Okay, so right now, your current theory is that the showrunner is Lady J, who is masquerading as Jaska. For clarification, what is stopping the Duke from denying that he is adopted? Do you have some kind of evidence to prove it to the common folk?
I have seen the evidence. I didn't feel entirely too comfortable grabbing it before I was able to make my way out of that manor. But if he doesn't pay my demands, perhaps you can make some sort of distraction.
What is this evidence? Is it an adoption paperwork?
It is the adoption papers.
Oh, I bet he keeps those in a very secret place. Where did you find it?
It's in the secret room in his private study.
Yes, if I were hiding secret adoption paperwork, I would hide it in there. How did you get access to that room? Were you just like poking around? Did you have a meeting in there with him? I know you work with him, politically speaking.
I've been sitting on this information for quite some time, as you know. Last time he was here, about 2 months ago before, for whatever reason, he was called away. We had our meeting about the city, and I took the chance to snoop around a little. However, this is my information to lord over the Duke.
Ah, that was a good pun.
So I will not fully reveal how to get into that study, but it, like most things in that wretched manner, requires a bit of luck.
Is there a secret about this Lady J that you could also use against him?
At this time, I don't know much about her.
Except you think that it should be no problem for me to go in disguised as her.
Well, if you're as cunning as you claim you are, it should be no problem.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/RedDirtDnD. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at RedDirtDnD.com or RedDirtRPG.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
The longer your meeting with Rundura has gone on for, the more questions you have, rather than any provable answers.
All right. Well, have you got any other secrets that we should know about? Not about you, obviously. I'm sure you've got plenty of secrets. Would you care to share any of your secrets?
I think the fact that you know that I am the sender of the letter is a secret enough for you.
Were there any other secrets about Duke Oribos that we should know about?
Those are the only ones I have any interest in, at the very least.
So they are most damning for him.
Exactly. Don't know why Ulysses would ever bother trying to play at being a father. Everybody knows that man was not cut out for much of anything, but the fact that Oribos shares no blood relations to him makes that even worse. He can pretend to be a changed man, all Oribos wants, but I feel his dad's influence is still there a little.
Out of character, obviously. Do we know anything about Ulysses' wife? Like, for this to work, for the people of Bleakburn to believe that Oribos is Ulysses' actual child, there has to be a mother involved. Do we know anything about her?
You have not heard anything about her.
See, so when I saw the painting of Daisy in Daisy's room, and I thought that was his mom. Obviously, that's not his mom, because that was Aster.
I'm confused.
Well then, we will see you at the party. Now listen, how will you and I make sure to get together once we're there?
You have an easy enough disguise. I'll recognize you.
Oh, yes, no, I meant, but how do we, because I'm going to be around with the Duke and on his arm at all times. Is there a way for you and I to maybe...
A strange route for you to go, but by no means is it entirely unnecessary. You just cause the distraction and I will get the required proof.
And the distraction, just so we're clear, because I want us to be on the same page, the distraction will be...
Murder.
Oh, heavens no, there's no need to kill anybody. I don't know how your morals go, but I would not like to see anybody murdered. I would like that to be very clear.
So Rundura just didn't know that showrunner's distraction was gonna be murder. Right. Rundura probably just thought we would like turn the lights out. But Rundura was there when the lights came back on, which means, and this sounds like the distraction was supposed to be showrunner causes the distraction, Rundura makes a beeline to go get the evidence. But Rundura did not do that when the lights went out, because she was there when the lights came back.
You also know that the lights were not...
They were off for like a second.
Yeah. It was very, very fast that the lights went off and then came back on.
And was Rondura ever out of our sight?
She would have been out of your sight when she followed Daisy up the staircase to go to her guest quarters. You know that she was not at the party for a good 30 minutes.
She went upstairs to change because she was not in costume.
But that wouldn't have been a distraction.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Is there, after the murder, was there a time?
After the murder, no. Because after the murder, she got sequestered with the Duke and his people.
Is she a Ladrin?
No, she is a high elf.
So she was waiting for the distraction that didn't happen. The lights went out first.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We will see you there at the party.
I'll see you there. And her movements seem to kind of freeze in place for a moment. And once again, the floor falls out from underneath you. And you find yourself once again back in Rondura's room.
Did I get to keep the key?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
So Rondura, she mentioned that she was like, why would Ulysses want to be a good man and adopt Oribos and pretend to be something that he isn't? And so do we think that Ulysses was not a nice person?
He wasn't a nice person. He ran Bleakburn with an iron fist. That's what we were told about him.
Do you think that he abandoned Colleen?
Oh, no, I don't think it was on purpose.
But he didn't try to save him.
Well, no, but sometimes some people might be beyond saving.
I'm just saying he's not a nice person. And I need more information about Oribos' fake mom. My little possum brain hurts.
You know, we do have some more rooms here to check out.
I am tired.
Well, we don't have time to sleep.
We do not.
Well, we
Okay.
gotta solve this before tomorrow.
I'm just gonna pop some pixie pops.
So are you all heading back into the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. So heading back into the hallway, very faintly from the ballroom, You hear 10 chimes.
It's been 2 hours.
I'm trying to see this mappage in my head. So we're heading back into the hallway.
So we're in the hallway.
Heading.
So the sound can come up this foyer here.
Okay, so have I grabbed the dice on the way? I don't know where the dice were.
They're in a little tiny dish.
They were right outside of one. So as we go
Outside of
past
one.
it, I'm going to grab the dice.
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure I get the dice.
Which room would you like to go into now?
Do we want to do this chronologically?
Might as well.
Sure.
Number 2.
Try this. Put them in a 2 and a 2.
That's what I ask. Am I allowed to try?
I don't know if Steels is gonna like it, but let's do it. We won't know until we
Well,
try.
no, until we try. Okay. So Beatrix takes the dice, arranges them so that they are a pair of 2s, and sits them down in the bottom.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Put. Okay.
Told you.
All right.
Everybody
here
prepare
we
to
go.
see more pixies.
Luck.
I promise I won't kill her this time.
Luck.
And it is a new hour, so you are able to re-roll
One of them.
if you so wish.
Wild guess as to what I rolled?
A 6 and a 3.
We're going back to the pixies.
I rolled a 6 and a 3. You want me to re-roll one of them, you guys?
No,
Okay.
it wouldn't matter.
I'm curious about this. I'm going to go right on in.
As the door opens, instead of a room, you see a vibrant jungle that spreads out before you.
Oh, well, this is fancy.
Entering into the forest, the door closes behind you, and Zianzi, your whip begins
Oh, no.
to sound a warning.
Oh, we got a warning.
Oh, I can fight him this time.
All right.
Draws his swords.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
I only got a 9.
18.
15.
8.
Beatrix, skulking out from the underbrush, you see a panther-like beast with 2 tendrils coming from it. Glancing off to your other side, you also see another one. Everybody roll initiative. Blackjack, what'd you get?
19.
Billy,
I got a 14.
Twitch,
11.
Zianzi,
24.
Beatrice.
13.
Zianzi, you are up first.
Zianzi is going to call forth some sacred flame to come down upon the displacer beast that's to his right. A dex check of 14 for said displacer beast.
Exactly a 14.
Ah, yes, so they are able to get out of the way.
Is that your action?
That is my action.
Would you like to make any movement?
Not yet, although he will draw the whip.
Okay. Blackjack.
I would like to step back 20 feet. Bonus action, cast Hex on the one on my left. And Eldritch Blast.
It will be at disadvantage.
It's the displacer part.
16.
That hits.
11 points of force damage. Second attack, not at disadvantage. 22.
That hits.
17 points of force damage. And it has, let's go with disadvantage on wisdom ability checks.
Okay. And with that, it is my Displacer Beast's turn. The one that was getting attacked by Blackjack will run up to Billy and make its first attack. 25 to hit.
That hits.
So you are going to take 7 bludgeoning damage and 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack is going to miss.
Riposte. When someone misses you with a melee attack, use your reaction to return a melee attack. Am I rolling just flat, or do I need to roll with disadvantage?
Rolling flat.
24.
That hits.
Then I add my superiority die to the hit, which is a d8. 24?
So 24 points of damage?
Yes.
Nice. Even though you hit it at the end of its turn, it gets its displacement back. The one on your right will rush up to Beatrix and will try to make its attack. That is another 25 to hit.
No, it hits.
So you'll take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, so 4. And then 2 piercing damage reduced to 1. And its second attack is a natural 20. 12 bludgeoning damage and 6 piercing damage. And that is the end of its turn. It wasn't hit earlier, so it also still has its displacement. Billy.
And now I'm rolling with disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay.
So you hit it.
2 nat ones. Second attack. 19 with disadvantage.
That hits.
Great. 14 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do Baby Sword. Do I feel like Baby Sword's gonna do any damage? Because it's non-magical.
I'd say displacer beasts are very common that you would know. It doesn't matter if it's magic or not.
Wait, so now am I rolling flat because I already hit him?
Yes.
Only a 17.
That hits.
So it's only 9 regular. And then I'm going to Action Surge. I'm gonna hit him again 2 more times. That is an 18.
That hits.
9, only 9 damage. And then last swing is a nat 1.
Looking very bad, barely up. Beatrix.
Okay, well, that one in front of me made me poof, so I'm going to have to try to slice on him
You have disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Because
Rude.
he's fuzzy.
So 14 to hit,
That hits.
14 damage, and then I'm going to slide out of the way.
You want to go back where I am?
And Twitch.
So, he has been hurt. The displacer beast stayed before Billy. I will toll the dead.
That is a wisdom. He got a 3.
Oh,
Well,
that's 3 2
there we go.
2
So
to 12.
12 plus 5 is 17.
Yeah, this displacer beast drops dead.
And then I will just turn around and go backwards a little bit, so I'm between Billy and Blackjack. And that is my turn.
Okay, back up to the top with Zianzi.
Zianzi will retreat back in between Blackjack and Twitch, but then Sacred Flame again on this beastie that's about 30 feet in front of us. 14 is what you need.
It's only a 10.
Oh, that's fantastic. Then we are going to roll 2d8. Only 4 points of damage.
Blackjack.
So we can see that one now. It has been hit.
Yes.
Bonus action, move the hex over.
Okay.
First attack is going to be a 22.
That hits.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Force damage. Second attack is a 12.
That's gonna miss.
Okay. Can you move me 20 feet to the left of Zion's?
So it is my last remaining displacer beast turn. Twitch, because you killed its mate,
Bring it.
it will rush up to you and make 1 attack. A modified 20 to hit. That's 10 bludgeoning damage and 4 piercing damage. It will make its second attack at Zionzi. That's gonna miss. And Billy, it's your turn.
Excellent. You have moved into my possum foot range. And we'll scream, and we'll come up, and we'll go slashy. Am I rolling flat?
It got its displacement back.
So, disadvantage. Okay, first attempt is a 19.
That hits.
13 damage. Second attack is only a 14.
That hits.
And he does 10 damage. Offhand, 15.
That hits.
8.
Okay. Beatrix, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so I'll
Yeah,
scooch up there and 21 to hit.
That hits.
31.
You kill the displacement. Yay! So, as you kill the 2 displacer beasts, the room turns from a massive jungle and into one of the guest rooms. You see a large bedroom with white walls and soft gold molding around the ceiling. A large seating area surrounds a fireplace with floral patterned couches. Further into the room, you spot a large armoire and a large bed. You are in Lady J's guest room.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Wilds is Connor Shenold as Jaska and our Dungeon Master, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Kiri Hester as Billy, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Zionsi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. The showrunner for Campaign 2 is Aidan Cross. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician PJ Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of Monument Studios, Sirenscape, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you enjoy the new campaign of Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the wilds.
Be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Don't blackjack your way in.
Right.
Hello, everyone. It's me, and these are my friends.
Yeah, his usual wave. And engraved on the key is the number 5.
For mumbles.
Number 5.
She's talking as if there's only one person in the room.
I was
Yeah.
wondering that because
Listen, I don't want to
So
think.
it's
That's
the
why I
singular
keep quiet.
you, not the
Yes,
plural
yes.
you.
Yeah.
In Sylvan, they mean the same thing.
because this memory only one person was in here.
I don't like to think about it too much. It hurts my brain.
Yeah, I don't know who we look like right now.
I'm also wondering if you have 6 points of damage and your shoulder hurts, Blackjack.
Oh my, there's an arrow in my shoulder. No, I took that out a long time ago. And also,
So confusing.
If you die in the dream, you die.
Die in real life.
If you pee in your dream,
Then you've got a wet bed.
you wet the bed.
Ulysses' death was not quite the accident he plays it off as.
Patricide.
Regicide.
Yeah, Regis.
Both of them.
Ducalcide.
Ducalcide.
Side.
Shouldn't you figure that out? Don't you have a way into the manor yourself?
Of course. Several ways.
Which one do you think I
Which
should
one
use?
do you think I Exactly.
Well, seeing as there's already someone coming to the party who matches your description, it's probably the best.
I agree.
Try to look at ourselves. What do we look like?
Can I use your bathroom? For the same reason the general thinks it's 200 years ago, someone's controlling him.
Yep, exactly.
There's a platypus
Strings are
controlling
being
him.
pulled.
What is stopping Dork Orobas from just...
Do that again.
Because you said dork.
Dork Orobos.
What is stopping Dork Orobas?
I'm really glad you didn't say it to his face.
What is this evidence? Is it an adoption paperwork, DNA, Ancestry.com, testing?
All right. Well, thank you very much. We will see you there at the party.
I'll see you there.
And awkwardly sit there until the room dissolves again.
Twiddling my thumbs.
I'm just gonna pop some pixie puffs, which we have decided were made by pixies and not of pixies.
Yes.
Let's hope.
Like Keebler cookies.
You see a vibrant jungle that spreads out before you.
Oh, well, this is fancy.
Wow.
Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
Everybody roll initiative.
A panther with 2 tendrils?
It's a
You know what it
Yes,
is.
it's a displacer.
It's a display.
Oh, from the movie.
One on that side and one on that side.
From the movie.
I had to include them.
Which, by the way, if you listen to Red Dirt Outlaws, there's someone in the movie in the upcoming episodes.
Oh, very nice.
I don't know about displacer beast stuff.
They're displaced.
Yes.
That's why it's disadvantage, but
I see you using the Red Dirt D&D character sheets.
I am using the Red Dirt D&D character sheets. That's right.
Offhand, 15,
That hits.
8.
Okay.
Billy's a monster.
I know.
Yeah, new I like a new belly.
So I'm gonna take
21 to hit.
That hits.
31.
You kill the displacer beast.
I stopped being D-Mop for you.
Yes, you did. He was almost dead when I got to him, Billy. Good job.
I would make us a fun name, but your name also starts with a B. Bellatrix?
Bellatrix.
That's my only. That's it.
Billy.
Billy.
Really?
That's just my name, Billy.
It's very true.